Hello and welcome everyone here to part two. So we've just been through the question, why has every single movement led to the psychopaths staying in power? There's a sinister agenda of controlled opposition that do not tell us the whole truth but keep us going around in circles. They're doing this, they're doing that. Has anyone ever thought about why? Oh, we're back to the why. Keep your friends close, keep your enemies close. So why is the only real source of power? Why is it that David Icke has been able to predict the unfolding of the great conspiracy to such incredible detail? Well, okay, I take it that the man does a lot of research and writes many books, very good books also. However, is it, and that's a very important point to make, is he, with his books, with the information, the way he shares it, is he programming people's perception in order to create exactly that outcome? Because one of the main things that David Icke emphasizes in his work is know the outcome and you'll see the journey. When a Gnostic would say, you choose the outcome. Don't know the outcome, like David talks about transhumanism, the transhumanist agenda, and making humans into machines, merging the human mind with AI. Know the outcome, he means that, and then see the journey to that. So what are you saying, David? Programming people to accept the transhumanist agenda. Yes, exactly. Because when you know about the nature of reality, you have another outcome. Not transhumanism, but I'm one with nature. I am the Illuminati. I'm shifting perception. I am the top of the pyramid. I'm in command of this earth. And no one tells me otherwise. Show me proof that I'm not. And stop wasting my time. That's another outcome. I take back the earth. I'm the power. I need no one backing me. I'm speaking the truth here. And when I move forward with my idea, when I make my transformation as a great ambassador for this beautiful earth, for all of nature, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, the lions, the jaguar, the spirits, the power, the force, life. That's power. That's the outcome. And then I'll see the journey. And we will leave the transhumanist agenda forever. The earth has had enough of fake prophets like you, David, who do not have the heart to face me. Because I've asked Gareth Icke many times to speak with you, David, and you cannot, because the plant medicine that is speaking through me has sussed you. And you would be intellectually and intelligently destroyed. They're challenging to detect, but once you've got them, and then they're eliminated. You see, the focus is always on who's the controllers. Is it the Jesuits, or is it some form of Jews, or the transhumanists, the World Economic Forum? But no one focuses on the question, why? Why has every movement failed, kept the psychopaths in power? Why is the only real source of power? Why are they doing what they're doing? And what is the modus operandi of the enemy? No one knows. No one talks about the modus operandi of the vampire empire. of the archons. And this is what the Gnostics' warning was all about. This is what I've taken from John Lash's work, who I am also a critic of. However, doesn't mean that he didn't write a great book. The Gnostics warned about this. That's why I cite John Lash, his book Not in His Image, as a great resource. And probably many have bought his books because of my recommendation on different shows for the book. Although I don't like the guy. But I give credit where credit is due. Gnostics warned about the archontic hull. What they meant by hull, what they described as hull, is they can induce a virtual reality experience through the control and the manipulation of perception, which is exactly the sinister agenda of controlled opposition. Because my guess is that David Icke is a very high level Freemason, up to the 33rd degree, and he has the task as an agent of the control system on the highest of levels to program people that are awakening to manifest the control system, which is about one of the most sinister things you can do. People that are actually waking up to the agenda, waking up to themselves, being caught in the trap of the fisher net to manifest their agenda. This is why the agenda keeps rolling on. However, they've got a big problem, and it's called the Gnostic Takeover, which is the reason why we've not had any COVID measures here in Austria this year. It's directly because of the plant medicine work that we've been doing and the entirety of the work we've been doing, which goes out into the entire world, the earth. That is our heritage, the heritage of all of mankind, of the animals, jaguars, all the powerful spirits that are here on earth, who we speak for. See, people do not know what Satanism is. Satanism is deceptionism. They are masters of deception. People get a Hollywood version of Satanism, like a Hollywood movie of Satanism. Oh, this is what Satanism is. They do dark rituals and sacrifice humans, and this has happened in history before. And we can date it back to the Germans, or what? They give you a perspective. Here, for example, this is the movie Eyes Wide Shut. Oh, so then when you hear the term Satanism, this is what you associate it with. Oh, they do these rituals, they wear masks, it's all kind of eerie, weary, it's a little bit weird. They sacrifice humans and they're into pedophilia and all that. But they give you this frame so you do not know what Satanism is. Because then you would suss one of the greatest servants of Satanism, that is David Icke. And I stand fully behind it. I am always available for conversations and interviews from anyone. Write to me, stephen.wybrow@protonmail.com. Go ahead and write to me. I challenge David. I'll challenge him anytime to speak with him. I challenge anyone to write to me, give an interview, and scrutinize all the information that I say here. I never get an email, which tells you a thing or two about the level of work that we do here. Satanism is all about deception, deceiving your perception. And when you want the big picture, you only have to go back 2,500 years. If it was in that time frame, we don't know about the time frames of real history. It's also something we need to keep an open mind with the knowledge about the Tartarian Empire, the Mud Flood, just to give a little bit of a perspective on that. This is the big picture that's happening here on Earth. And what is Satanism is this, the perception deception. To focus your attention away from what's going on over to the right of this picture. This is the Gnostic Takeover in a nutshell. This is the Gnostic Takeover. Exactly. What a great way of showing what the Gnostic Takeover is. What does the Gnostic Takeover say? The power of the One. The Gnostic Takeover, jumping as one. Jumping off the cliff to see if you can fly. That's the right to the picture, isn't it? He's the only one going that path. He's got no one who can hold his hand, guided probably by the intel of plant medicine, nature, Mother Earth, in direct communication like the Gnostic Takeover. Me and Liz in direct communication with the plant medicine. However, distracting away, keep people in the bubble, keep them distracted with things that don't actually matter and don't actually exist. Oh, here you go. Brian Rose is interviewing David Icke on the COVID-19 coronavirus crisis. And then, days later after the interview, everyone knows about 5G. Everyone gets censored on YouTube because of one interview. Oh, interesting. Those things fit together. Distract them. This is what goes on all the time to get people away from the big picture perspective, the eagle thunderbird vision, focus their attention on the media that we control, but we really control them by not having anyone know that we control the alternative media arena. Oh, COVID-19, it's not actually about COVID-19, it's about the Great Reset. Again, we show you the frames that we put in front of you. This is what real Satanism looks like. Hollywood version of Satanism. Hollywood version of the movie that takes you right into transhumanism and death to all of nature. Satanism is deceptionism. Oh, it's all about COVID-19. Everyone talks about COVID-19. Before we were talking about natural law and how we may get out of it, but now everyone's just talking about COVID-19. That's what I experienced with Max Ian. Before he was talking about life philosophy, and when COVID hit, all he talked about was COVID, like a machine. The Great Reset, it's about the World Economic Forum. Oh, but now we've got the climate lockdowns. Keep them distracted. That's what it's all about. When in truth, all we needed to do was realize what the real problem really is. It's the theft of life. It's the theft of our life. That's the real problems that we have. Isn't it right, Lizzie?
Yes.
So what do you see in this picture?
How we lose our time, our lifetime. Going to school to be a problem, then you have to work, you have to get a job, you have to get money, you have to survive, you have to get a family. And as it happens as more fast than you can see, you give up your whole intention, your whole life force to someone else, to the work, to the family, and then you go to death. It's amazing how fast it can go. And we never realize if this real life I want to have, for what I'm living for, what is my big purpose, why I am here on the earth, to make what? Always to work for another one and get money, give my child to another to earn money so we can survive. it should be more than that. It's our life. It's my life. This is the thing we have to realize. We take the power back to us. No one is allowed to rule over us. But we have been conditioned our whole life, programmed to do what somebody else tells us. It's amazing.
And who's the guy who's escaping you?
I would say it's one of us.
I am the Illuminati. No one tells me who the Illuminati is. I am the Illuminati. Exactly. Getting out of the loop. That's what it's really all about, the theft of our life. We can't pay our bills anymore. Even when we have a job, there needs to be another way. Huh? With all the inflation that's hitting. And that's just the start. And we're no fearmongers here.
And I know what I'm talking about. I had to have 2 jobs to leave with my daughter and me and give my daughter to the kindergarten. Otherwise, we were not able to handle our finance. It's amazing. 2 jobs. Giving my child in the morning in the kindergarten and then picking her up in the evening when it's dark from my parents' place to get to our place. It's the whole day with another person, another human being. Since I am the mother.
Yeah, and there just has to be another way.
And that's I was not tired to look for another solution. I saw it has to change. And I don't want to change from outside or something outside. I have to start with myself. Say, hey, for who I'm doing this? My child wants to go with me to the forest and to share her lifetime with me. And I'm sitting in my office making work for another one. Hey, this time I have with my daughter, it's a special time. It goes so fast away. I have to change it. And I did. I quit my job to dedicate myself to my daughter, my small daughter.
And because Liz did that, and because she was making a real difference there and actually living the great transformation, they took her away.
I was a danger for the system. And I am really a danger. Then what? To keep my mouth shut. Take it that it was coming. And I say, no, I have to expose this. Because I am not the only one. There are a lot of women out there. And we deserve to see our child really how it's growing up. To share the time with it. We deserve this, and no one should rule us and say, no, you have to earn money, you have to get a job, otherwise you're not able to survive. Everyone has to do this. No, I say, stop.
There has to be another way.
There has to be another way.
We didn't come here to just do this. Why is mankind the only species that has to pay to be in their own home? There has to be another way. And you see there, we really see when we ask, there's another aspect. What is the biggest problem we have in the world? Geez, do we see how the real perception deception works. The perception deception of focusing our attention on the wrong things. Satanism is deceptionism. And what we just talked about, the theft of our life and of our life force, and spending the whole day at work having to pay to be on the earth that is our home, that's the real problem, and not freaking COVID, the great reset, which is actually the great reset of the natural order, of freaking climate lockdowns. What a deception it really is. Expand your perception. That's all we do. This is what we do here. From here to here. Oh, you're crazy. The Gnostic Takeover. Oh, now he's going too far. You can't question David. David's done such a good job. No, he's been a failure because the psychopaths are still in power, supposed power, on the world stage. That has to change. But energetically, the power has already shifted to art. It's another lots to explain there, and the theft of our life is also the theft of our life force within the news matrix. You see, this is how it works. The mainstream put out their obvious lies, and then we have the alternative that adds the supposed truth to it. Oh, the mainstream is lying again. Oh, and what it really is oh, COVID-19 doesn't exist, and the Great Reset is not a conspiracy theory, and they're imposing climate lockdowns next. Oh, now we've shared the truth with you. No, it is the wrong context and keeps you trapped in what I term the news matrix. And for a long time, I've said that I am the news. No one tells me what the news is. I create the news. I create what's new. That's what makes a real difference in the world when we perceive it like that. So the question I asked in the last video that I did was, what is the choice you have made? Ponder on the question. We've been through so much since the beginning of this decade. Everyone who's listening to this video here knows exactly what has happened. The crime, the genocide, the psychopaths, the megalomaniacs. Oh, wear a muzzle. Get the shot, get your shot. The fucking psychopathy. The craziness. The insanity asylum where the insane ones have freaking taken over the insanity asylum. You know what I mean. But what is the choice we have made? To not get vaxxed. To not have that gene therapy put into our arm. The poison. The death that comes from it. Death of our soul by subordinating to someone else's will. We need to ponder on that question. And I say that what is the choice? The choice is to work on ourselves. And the hardest work is working on ourselves. That's the truth. That's the real hard work. This is exactly what I had in the very beginning. What is the only great work. And anyone who tells you they've already done theirs, run. Shadow work. You see, we create ourselves and we can do this at any time. Now's the time. It's great. We can raise the motivation and we can raise the motivation for each other, which is the reason why this Zoom call is happening today. I'm changing the whole fabric of reality by doing this Zoom call here right now. I'm changing everything for myself. I'm actually only doing this video for myself. There's hardly anyone listening here right now, except forces of ultimate power and possibly the entire mafia network. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this is what I truly know to be true, that they are listening to every single sentence, to every single word that I say, because I am the danger to them. Because I speak the truth. It's objectively verifiable. It doesn't need anyone's consent for it to be the truth. It's 13 years, coming up to 14 years this year, of hard work wanting to know how to take our Earth back. And this is where it has led to. Gnostics are here for the spiritual guidance of humanity. That's why you are listening here to the Gnostic Takeover. We would never ever dare to tell anyone what to think because it is not up to us. You see, when you are in power, you do not have to control. Because who is truly in power is those who are in alignment with natural law, with the natural order, and you realize that you need to focus your attention only on the things you have control over. Let go of everything you have no control over and trust you, yourself, your guidance, and forces of ultimate power that are guiding you. That's all we need to be here for. And you see, we are here at the Gnostic Takeover, me and Liz, we are here for the spiritual guidance of mankind. That's why we started this Zoom call today. I'm eager to hear your comments on this. Write a comment underneath or wherever. Looking forward to reading from you, and you'll be able to find out that the Zoom call actually went pretty well, and you don't have to fear the Gnostic Takeover and join us on the Zoom call because we don't bite. We only bite the criminals. The Gnostic Takeover is taking down the entire criminal system. Okay? It doesn't need anyone to support them. We're only in trust to the source that people will be there to support us when we need it. And it's all about eliminating the program. This program of mind control, okay? When we go back to the slide of Hollywood movie of Satanism. Satanism is deceptionism. It is all about the program. That is what the enemies of life use against us. The HAL, the creation of virtual reality simulation in our minds, the movie of our life that they hijack our attention from. That's this program. It's a program of mind control, and it is the deadliest weapon that the enemies of life use against us. And that's why it is such a sinister agenda of controlled opposition. It's deadly. But one has to have the overview to see it for what it is. We need to eliminate this program, and there's so much to talk about this program we can maybe get into in the question and answer session. We need to eliminate the program that keeps us trapped in the artificial matrix. We need to transcend out of the artificial matrix and anchor the new signal of the natural matrix. That's the real discernment that is necessary here, that was overlooked in the Matrix movie series and hasn't been described as such. Also by the Gnostic teacher on the internet, John Lamlash, is that you need to discern the natural matrix from the artificial matrix. There is a natural matrix, I can see it when I'm out in nature. There is a structure, there is an intelligence animating nature, and there is an artificial matrix that we can see in the cities, for example. Okay? So what it's truly about, when we go right to the beginning, okay? What it's truly about to enter the new paradigm is to transcend the artificial matrix that we've been trapped in. It is very deceptively hidden as the deception within Plato's cave, being dependent on the outside for change when the only change we can do is inside of us. Have the big picture in mind and know how you're being deceived. transcend out of the artificial matrix into the natural matrix, and you'll get the signal of the earth, of forces of ultimate power that are your guidance, that are your heart-based intelligence. And we here at the Gnostic Takeover, we've received the calling, and we're just waiting to see if people want to participate. If it's a good thing that we have birthed here today on the 22nd of February, and we put it over to you. We challenge you. Are you ready? Are you ready to have a go at this? We can tell you it's worth everything. We can tell you it's the most difficult of work, and it's the most beautiful. At the same time, it's like the cold water. It's the worst thing you can do.
Jumping into the river.
It's about the worst thing you can do, and it's the best thing at the same time. Every time I'm like, this is the worst thing, except today. Today was warm, and I was really looking forward to it. But in the winter time, you're not exactly loving it to go in there. But there's no way about it, because we know what the other path is. The sickness of the psychopaths, the vampires. We don't want to be praised. We don't want to be praised to them. No. Are you ready? We're ready. We're the only ones who have to be ready. Question is, are you ready? See you. Then I'll see you in the next Zoom call. And right at the end, all right? We're happy for everyone to support us. Okay. I wanted to change it before. Do you want to support us? Okay. Support us. I only command the network. Okay. That they have to begin to pay us also. Because we're the at the top of the pyramid of command here on Earth. However, and me and Liz, we are working on a very interesting subject right now in how to open up the collateral account that everyone here on the Earth has. The psychopaths have scammed us, and everyone here actually has a collateral account where there's at least millions on this collateral account, and onto which we can have access to, but they've blocked our access because they think we need them. However, that's the path the research is leading us, and maybe soon we won't need any support. We'll be supporting people that are going this path. So maybe if you like this message, if you continue to watch these videos, go and make the effort. Here are the bank details of Liz, which reaches us, or you can also send us a PayPal donation. At this moment in time, since about a year, we just live from one day to the next, and we're so grateful for the other day. 2 days ago, we got a €50 donation. Thank you so much to the man who sent us that. That was the basis for which we could go shopping the other day. And that's the simplicity of how we live our life. And we're grateful for how we live our life, and we're grateful for everyone who helps us. And yeah, thank you for being a part here. That's it. That's part 2. Done now. The presentation's done. I said it was going to be an hour, but as always, I can't keep myself lower than an hour. It's been 1.5 hours. It's been fascinating. It's been great speaking to you. And now I'm looking forward to have a chat. Let's see what's happening there. So till next time, to all the video viewers, see you on the next video of the chat that I'll also be posting here. And till next time, all right? Be aware what choice you've made, okay? And move forward powerfully. There's only the way forward now. All right. Thank you.